Hi guys, and let's unpack Married at First Sight Mzansi. Firstly, I do not know who told Mzansi producers or the producers of the show that it's okay to bring American shows to South Africa. Why, in their rightful sense of mind, they thought bringing the show in South Africa it's the best ever decision. Secondly, the show is called Married at First Sight, where you will get married to a stranger, someone that you don't know at a go. Okay, you will meet this person at the altar and you will get married, right? So honestly, you would assume that people who sign up for this experiment are people who are really ready for marriage, are people who have been hurt previously, on their previous relationships, things didn't work out, and they're like, you know what, let me give marriage one more try. This is what a normal person will assume. Not South Africans, Sana, not South Africans. Lalela, South Africans do not disappoint. Because what's on the wishy-wishy is happening on this show. Like wishy-wishy, Kesana, wishy-wishy, all the couples, according to me, they're just not there. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. Do you all know that what kind of an experiment were you signing up for? Because you cannot sign up for the experiment where you will get married to a stranger at a go and still care about looks. You will think a normal, mature person. And we are talking about people who are in their 30s, not people who are in their 20s. In your 20s, whatever that you did not work out for you, okay? Now you're in your 30s, you would assume that you are ready to settle down, but you still care about looks. Like, what looks gonna do for you at this point? Aren't you ready to build a life with someone? Of course, someone must be easy on the eye, as long as the person is easy on the eye, that's good. That's okay. We're good. Let's go. But not these adults who are in their mid-late 30s, who still care about looks as if they're in their early 20s. Like, as long as you get a person who have a good heart, someone who's ready to circle with you, someone who's financially stable, have a job, have a pay slip. I mean, you're in your 30s, you gotta have those things. That's it. The rest is a bonus. The rest is a bonus. If you have a good looks, okay, that's a bonus. Okay, I was honestly expecting someone who have a good heart, a good person, a person who's working, financially independent. That's it. Looks, okay, that's a bonus you get. But no, guys, now let's unpack Tbo and Palisa. These two have not get along from the day they got married, and they bring the most drama in the show. From the moment that Tbo asked Palisa how would she feel or how would she take isitempu, and that kind of thrown Palisa off a bit, like we just got married and we are talking about polygamy. Are you a polygamous man? If you are a polygamous man, how? Because you could not even get one wife. How could we trust you to get multiple wives? Okay, you have to be helped by professionals to match you with just one wife, and yet you want multiple wives. Like, make that make sense. Okay, so I think this is when the fall of their relationship has happened. Now Palisa has accused Tbo of infidelity, of having someone that he is currently flirting with at work. And as soon as Palisa called his work, I think this was not received well by Tbo. Tbo was like, why did you call my work? You were never supposed to call my work, this and that, And I think their relationship just took strains and keep on taking strains. They have had therapists who come and help them in communication. And every now and then we have been told that these two do not communicate well whatsoever. They struggle with with communication, you know, which is expected, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's expected, especially if you just met someone. You guys have different values, different background, different, you know, everything about you guys is totally different. So at some point you will struggle with communication and getting your point heard and get your point through. I feel like it's totally expected. However, you know, I don't know, guys, like, things between these two just quickly got ugly and quickly fast, you know, and I'm just like, what? I like, believe in me when I tell you that I kept on just being shocked with how things were just getting bad between these two. And I'm just like, why and how and why are we here, you know? So it happens that at one night, Tbo went out, right? Tbo went out. I don't know whether Tbo told Palisa that he's actually going out to have fun with his friends, or he told Palisa that he's running errands, you know? So he went out, okay? Nonetheless, he went out and it got late, and Palisa was texting him, asking him, hey, where are you? And I think Palisa was under the impression that he's running errands, and he was just like, hey, please come back with 1, 2, 3 for me. And Tbo was like, okay, don't worry, I will come back with it. And it got late, you know, before you know it, now it's 10 p.m. But it's like, where is this man, you know? And surprisingly, Tbo actually came back the next following day in the AMs at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. You cannot be 37 and come back at 2 a.m. Like, no, it's unacceptable, Tbo. Are you 21? Are you 25? You cannot come back at 2 a.m. at 37. It's not, it's definitely unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Okay, if you're 21, if you're 25, probably, okay, 37, no ways, unacceptable. I refuse. No. And he's like, oh, he was having fun with his friends, he went out. I'm like, what do you even mean? Okay, never mind that you have a wife, okay, but you are going through an experiment with someone that you have married. Okay, you do have a wife because you are married to this person, and you are a groovist. Like, no ways, guys. I cannot. I would die, I would perish, you know. There is no way. I don't think anyone is capable to tolerate a man, an old man, right, to be a groovist at 37. Like, please be for real. Be for real. You are 37 and you are a groovist. Make that make sense, because you're too old. You can't be a groovist. It's unacceptable, like, at all, period. And so apparently Palisa was like, I ain't gonna open the door. And I'm just like, I don't care whether you did it out of spite or you did it, like, I don't care, but you did well, babe. Oh, well, Palisa's point is she felt unsafe, you know. She has never saw Tbo behave that way. She even took a video because Tbo was banging the door, you know, and all that. And I'm just like, I'm really, because, you know, sometimes you may open the door for someone, especially someone who is intoxicated, and you'll be like, listen, I don't want to talk to you, we'll sleep in different rooms. But because the person is intoxicated, will just keep on following you around, and before you know it, it's a huge explosion fight, you know. Things do get out of control, especially when one is drunk. It does, ask me. So for me, I was like, big up to you, Palisa. You did a good choice, you know, for letting that man sleep in his car. At this point, it seems like he has made his decision that he want to sleep in the car, so he might as well sleep in the car, you know. So it's appears, or it seems like other cast members, you know, who are also part of this experiment, they saw ukuthi shame bandla uTbo abantu slept in the car, and Palisa was just like, I couldn't have helped him. Like, I wanted to help him, but I couldn't, okay? He has made his bed at this point, and he should have just lie in it, you know? And I'm like, I'm Team Palisa. I am Team Palisa. I totally understand and get what she's saying and what she's doing at this point. I am Team Palisa. But yeah, you know, the other cast members were asking what's happening, and Palisa is so annoyed. And honestly, I don't blame Palisa means to say, but it appears that Tbo has also checked out of the marriage. You know, Tbo is not looking forward into their marriage life, if you may put it that way. You know, it appears that he has tapped out, and I don't know at what point has Tbo made a decision that, listen, I am tapping out of this marriage. It could be at the point where Palisa called his work. I'm just assuming that this could have been part of the things that really triggered him so much that he's just like, listen, this is not worth it. You know, this cannot be worth it. Because she checked my phone, or, you know, whatever reasons that he feels. So for me, I'm just feeling like it could have been, you know, it could have been that he feels like, but I feel like, why couldn't he communicate? And there was the other time where he actually was like, he just wants to see how Palisa looks like without makeup. And I'm like, bro, like, what do you even mean? You know, you ain't the best looking man either, you know, and we don't want to talk about your looks because we don't want to shame you. And you are out here feeling like you are validated to talk about Palisa's looks. Like, please stop right there, okay? Stop right there. Another thing that did not go well for this couple, shame Yazin, I must say that this is a couple of bad luck. So according to the show, they were supposed to go and meet their in-laws and courtesa within their in-laws, you know. But apparently Temba's mom felt like this is a TV thing, and they do not want to welcome Palisa in Kotiza, simply because, you know, things have not been done traditionally, lobola wise, and she feels like it's just not the right thing to do. You know, she feels like it's not the right thing to do to accept the Kotizing parts. Now, I don't know whether it's just this woman, she did not want the cameras or whatever reasons, but her reasons were really too harsh, because the other cast members actually were able to go to their in-laws and Kotiza and get along with their in-laws and this and that. And the person who just couldn't do it, you know, couldn't, it was Palisa, and it was sad, you know, it was like the saddest moment of all. And she even dropped it here, you know, listening to her future mom-in-law talking about, no, it's still a no, they cannot accept Palisa, they will only accept after when the shooting is done and everything is done, and they do decide that indeed they are going ahead. That's the only time that Palisa will be accepted to go in Kotiza. So I'm just like, oh man, I felt really sad for Palisa, like I really do. And I don't know, guys, it just feels like their relationship just keeps on taking a stroll and a troll, and things just keeps on being difficult for all of them and for all the parties involved. And I'm just like, oh man, oh poor Pali. At this point, like, I feel whatever that you're feeling. I honestly I do feel it. So, you know, after the mother-in-law refused, the incident of Tbo not coming back home happened, and now Palisa was just not herself at all, you know, with Tbo also not coming back home. And the biggest part of Tbo not coming back home, it's I've never had an apology, you know, I've never had an apology of what really happened, you know, from his perspective, what really happened. I think he did talk to Bongani about it, and I'm just like, okay, but you're telling a wrong person. You're telling Bongani. Like, why are you telling Bongani? Okay, you're supposed to be telling your wife. You are married. You're a married man. Okay, you're supposed to be telling your wife what really happened, you know. So I honestly never got his explanation, other than the fact that he never banged the door. That was his explanation, and his point of view was I did not really bang the door. Palisa locked me out of the door, and what choice, she loves me with no choice but to bang the door. And I'm just like, this boy man, like at this point I'm like, this boy man, because you are a man, you are lacking reasoning capacity. Why are you a groovist and wants to be married? Like, it's impossible. Just choose one. If you want to be a groovist, be a groovist. If you want to be a married man, be a married man. But make a choice. You cannot have both, obviously. You can definitely not have both. You can't be a groovist and be married at the same time. Like, it's impossible, And he was like, yeah. And I think the way he has explained things, bongani, for me at least, it seems like he's definitely tapping out of the marriage, and it definitely seems like he is definitely done with the marriage. And I have not heard him apologize to Palisa. Like, I have not heard that apology. Perhaps he's still planning to apologize to Palisa, but for now I have not had an apology coming from Tbo to Palisa to say, really, I'm sorry that I came back late last night, I lost a track of time, or whatever that he could come up with. I have not had any apology. Anyway, guys, Palisa and Tbo, they are not the only couples that have problems. The problem here is that I remember them the most because, yeah, they are the drama. They are the drama. But other couples do have minor problems. Like, Portia have a good man, which is bongani. Oh, Sana, I wish Portia can realize that she have a good man. She have the greatest man. Her man is gorgeous. Okay, she have like the most gorgeous man, and the most kind-hearted man. Like, oh man, Portia. Like, I don't understand why Portia does not realize this. And I don't know, at some point I felt like Portia is warming up to the idea of giving Bongani a chance, and they are a beautiful couple together. They are really beautiful. So I'm just hoping and praying that Portia will, warm up to Bongani, and they will make this gorgeous, amazing couple as they are, okay? However, we have another couple, which is Utemba. Is it Utemba? Yes, Utemba. Temba is with, oh my gosh, I am definitely forgetting the woman's name. Oh my gosh, that woman, she is so disrespectful. Like, she is beyond disrespectful. The way that she addresses Utemba, belittles Utemba. And the funny part is that both of them, they are actresses, and being an actress, okay, this is the woman that I'm talking about. I honestly forgot her name. Is it Makoto or whatever? Right now she's talking to Palisa, but I forgot her name. Can someone please remind me her name? So both of them, they're actresses, and being an actress, guys, we know that it's more like you are a contracts employee. Like, you are on contracts, because we know, when it's good, it's good. People who have been acting for quite some time, they will tell you that when it's good, it's good, and when it's bad, it's bad. So she just keeps on belittling with Temba, talks about his job, talks about, oh, I don't even believe that Temba is a real actress because I don't know, I've never heard of him, I've never done this, and I'm just like, Haibo Nagaizini, like, why are you belittling your men's profession in front of your friends? Why is your men's profession don't matter in front of you and your friends, And I did not even know that she is this disrespectful and all that until Palisa actually came to her. Makoto, yes, Makoto is her name. Until Palisa came to her, to talk about her problems. And she just snapped at Utemba. Utemba seems like a quiet guy who does not even, he definitely seems like he's not an argumentative person. He does not love or likes to get into arguments at all. He is not an argumentative person. whatsoever. Like, he is the most sweetest, non-argumentative, that you can ever think of in your life. And this woman right here just snaps at him and like, Themba, I hate that you told me this and that. Like, I hate you, Themba. Like, I'm like, what? And the most part that she said, oh, they had like a most beautiful intimacy night, but it was like a makeup, they were making up. It's like they had a fight, then they got busy. And I'm just, and she was like, oh yeah, I had fun, it's just the most nicest. And when I actually get to meet Themba and understand Themba's personality rather, and I'm just like, okay, but Themba does not seem like an argumentative person at all. Like, if anything, he seems like the most sweetest guy that anyone can ever meet in their life. Like, crazy, crazy, it's what I thought of, honestly speaking. Just hearing him talk about, or rather hearing her talk about Themba, and Themba being just so quiet and being just so collected. Anyway, guys, like I said, this is a whole wishy married at first sight. If there is just one thing that I would say, is that definitely this show is not meant for us South Africans. It could be meant for Americans, but South Africa, wishy son. Wishy, like angazi sana. Like, wamina, I am lost for words at this point. Like, I'm lost for words. Anyway, guys, you all know that if you do love and enjoy our reviews, you have to hit that subscribe button. Hit it, okay? Subscribe to the channel. That's all that you gotta do to show us some love, okay? Because we love you here, okay? And we love having you here. And tell us, which couple do you all think will make it out of this experiment? Like, I would love to hear your opinions on this one, because I don't see any of them getting out of the experiment married. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am back yet again reviewing one of the Mzansi favorites, reality TV drama, and you guess it is Married at First Sight. Guys, the show is back again for its season 2. The fact that it is back for season 2, this definitely shows that season 1 was a huge success, and so many people want to try it. Now, if you do not know, let me enlighten you in what's happening in this show. So what happens is that we meet 4 beautiful single ladies, and we meet 4 beautiful or handsome single bachelors who are ready to say I do and embark on a marriage journey, but clearly they can't do it on their own, or they keep on attracting wrong people. So this time around, they put their fate in the hands of the expert when it comes to dating and marriage, to match make them. And of course, they are going to be seeing each other for the first time in an aisle, when of course they are ready to say I do and embark in a new journey of marriage. This show is so exciting, honestly. I mean, the thoughts that you're gonna meet a stranger for the first time and get married to the stranger and live together with the stranger and be in a sort of a marriage trial. I mean, that on its own, for me, it's very beautiful. It's very amazing. The thought itself, it's just one of those where you're like, okay, I am in love with the idea of getting married to a stranger, be with the stranger, and we kind of learn each other. Of course, by the end of the season, the matchmakers will then ask and assess them, and it's their choice if they choose to stay married or if they choose to get a divorce. Now, one thing that I'm not sure, I know that I've been watching Married at First Sight. A lot of them, they're Americans, Australia, this and that. The Mzansi ones, you know, I did watch the first season, I'm not gonna lie. And out of the how many couple, 8 couple, right? Because we meet 4 singles and another one 4 singles. So all in all, it's become 4 couple actually. Why am I saying 8? It becomes 4 couple. Out of those 4 couple, only one decided to stay together at the end of the experiment, but it's worth embarking on it. Honestly, it is worth embarking on it. Obviously, people have different personalities, different values, different beliefs, different this and different that. That just makes a relationship close to impossible to work. But I don't know if it's something that I would do personally. I don't know. Please do comment down below and tell me, is it something that you will just say, hey, I'm ready, I'm gonna go out there and just marry a stranger? I mean, why not? Also, I mean, it sounds exciting and scary in the same time. As I was saying, that I'm glad that Mzansi brought us such a shows. This is so beautiful. This is totally different from dating, this and that. It's different. Okay, this, you are getting married to someone that you do not know for the first and you just met this person, and you just gonna meet each other and see each other for the first time in an aisle, when of course you are both saying I do and I do. Definitely it's tricky. It definitely is tricky. Anyway guys, season 2 is back and I am happy. I'm looking forward to it. The first episode of season 2 has already aired, and we saw our wonderful 2 couple tying the knot and are ready to say I do, I do, I do. Now, first of all, before you even walk on and be like, okay, I'm ready to say I do, of course you need to involve everyone in your life. You know, you need to put everyone in the loop, and that comes to telling the family. Imagine going to the family and saying, hey family, I am getting married, and we are black, mind you. Okay, I must give it to South Africans for actually making this show for us, because this show, it's very difficult to accommodate us black people, because most of us black people, we believe in lobola. Cannot just get married without lobola, you know. But for Mzansi Magic to bring this show to us black people is very beautiful, because this is when you're getting married at first sight. So there is no lobola, there is no family meeting, there is no this and there is no that. So go into your family and tell them for the first time to say, hey listen, I'm getting married, and there won't be lobola. And they're just gonna look at you like, are you okay? Like, are you sick? What's happening? You know, how should we assist you? How should we help you? Because you clearly sounds like someone who's not well. Why are you getting married without lobola? It's something that is difficult, you know. But yeah, the brides and the grooms have to go to their families, and most families have it difficult. The family will mingle, miss each other, make connections, do this and that in the first time, and the wedding, okay. And I think it's the most important of this whole thing, is that the family will be able to mingle, meet each other, make connections, do this and that for the first time, of course, at the wedding. And I think that's just the beauty of it, you know. It is the beauty of this whole thing, is understanding that everything will be like that, you know. Like, people will be just meeting each other for the first ever time at the wedding, and people will be mingling, people will be making connections, people will be doing this and that for the first time. So yeah guys, also one important thing to note here is that there are people who are ready to help you on this journey, you know. Each and every time when you feel like marriage is too hard for you, you want to quit, there are therapists who are equipped, you know, who have been well equipped with the skill of assisting or working with people in marriages. So you will never feel like you're alone. And as much as you will be alone with this strange person that you don't know, but at the same time, the cameras will be there. I know sometimes cameras stop rolling and the reality hits, but the cameras will be there for the most of the time, and you guys will be embarking on this journey together, more like holding hands. One thing that I love about today's, or rather this episode cast, they casted like a much older, I don't know, older or rather old means mature, right? Old means mature, so it's not a bad thing. When they say you old, it means you are mature. So they casted older men and older women, people who are most likely in their 30s, and I love that about this season, because this means clearly are people who are ready to settle down, ready to start families, ready to do this and ready to do that, other than casting youngsters, people who are still in their 20s, people who are still just trying to figure out life. Is this working? Is this not working for me? So I am like thrilled, happy, beyond being thrilled. Thrilled is not even the word that I'm looking for. The fact that they casted nicely, beautiful older men. Some people have experience of marriage because they've been married before and it didn't work out. Some do not have much experience, they've never been married and they're deciding, you know what? Why should I wait? This is the way that people, or rather, this is the way that I would love to try and see if it does work out for me or if it doesn't work out for me. So what happened is the 4 ladies will mingle, meet each other, will learn about their profession, their previous relationship, their traumas. If if you had trauma growing up, perhaps your father was not there for you, perhaps whatever that trauma that you think you will carry throughout to adulthood, we get to learn about that. And like I said, there are people, or rather there are experts in this show who will help you with your trauma, help you with anything that you think you need help with. So we just get to learn about this beautiful young people who are about to embark in this difficult journey of marriage. And the matchmakers match you based on your personality. If perhaps you love the same music, perhaps you love this, perhaps this and that. So based on your personalities, the matchmakers will do the magic, soup, and they will match you together. And you will guys meet on the aisle for the very first time ever. So what happened is the family also is meeting for the first time. Remember, the family is meeting if you guys decided to get married in church. The family, if you decided to make it an outdoor wedding, the family will also be meeting each other. So the groom will come and wait for you at the aisle. Obviously, that's what happened. That's what should happen, okay? The groom should obviously wait for you at the aisle. So the groom will come, wait for you, and then it will be the time for the groom to turn around and meet the bride. I think it's only fair that you guys, after you have met each other for the first time, I think it's only fair that you can just throw in compliments, Also, like I said, there are 4 ladies and 4 guys, so only 2 will get married in the first episode. The next episode, the other 2 will be getting married, and then the 3rd episode, now we get to see their marriage journey starting. Of course, they are going on honeymoon, and of course, it's gonna be nice because for the first 2, I don't know how many days. I don't know how many days does the show run for, but probably for a month or 2. And for the first month, or for the first week rather, you guys are still learning each other, are still amused by each other. Everything that you guys hear about each other is still something that is music. Whatever you hear, you're like, oh, this is music to my ears. Whatever you hear, you're like, oh, this is music to my ears. You get what I mean? But as time goes on, as time goes further, it's normal. You guys will start to annoy each other. You start to have that annoyance of each other. With, oh child, I am so annoyed. Anyway, I forgot the name of those two couples, but they are the first one to walk down the aisle. They were so happy. Listen, they were already talking about babies. They were just like, listen, I cannot wait for us to start having babies. I think we're gonna have beautiful babies. I'm like, already? Didn't you guys just met like today? You guys just met today, and we are already discussing the baby topic. Like, this is when you could tell that probably there is like a strong connection between these two. Because why are they talking baby? Why are they talking baby? Why are they talking baby? Why is the baby talk being brought up so early? So early within the relationship, but the baby talk is being brought up. So I'm like, okay. So maybe probably it means that this couple is having chemistry. There is chemistry. We cannot deny. They are so happy. Also, guys, when people are looking for what they're looking for, is what they're looking for. We cannot judge anyone based on what they are looking for. If you are looking for a good-looking woman, you're looking for a good-looking woman. If you're looking for a good-looking man, you're looking for a good-looking man. And it's not within our position to judge you, okay? It is not within me to make any kind of judgment, I can't, So, the first couple, I'm happy about them, I must say. I think they were happy with each other as well. They were like, lalela, listen, they were doing what needs to be done. So I don't know who buys the rings for them. I'm guessing it's the production buy the ring. I'm really guessing that the production buys the ring for them. And of course, you lock it with a kiss, child. That's how you officiate a wedding. Lock it, okay? Lock it. You lock it with a huge kiss, and the wedding is locked. I must say that this two couple, they will survive, guys. Like, I am so mad that I'm doing this review and I forgot their names. Like, I feel like if there is one people who will probably survive this test of time, it's probably these two. They were just so happy. The chemistry between them was just undeniable. When I tell you that they were talking baby already, they were like, okay, let's discuss baby. I forgot also their profession, but I mean, guys, let me tell you, as long as they had this good, strong bonding, they were like extremely bonding within one another, and I could just tell, oh child, this is going all the way, all the way, Kesana. It is where it is going all the way. Because the chemistry, it is undeniable. Like, it is undeniable. Like, strong. Like, the chemistry is undeniable, and you could just tell what's Yazin. If there is one thing that I cannot not take away from this couple, is the fact that they are in it. They are in it. They are feeling in it. You can say that they are probably in their honeymoon phase. They are probably happy, but they are not feeling disappointed. They are feeling like how people should feel on their wedding nights. They have those feelings of how people feel and experience a wedding night. And for me, honestly, I have to say, like, it was just so beautiful to watch, and I just wish them nothing but the best. I do. And not that I'm saying I'm hating on other couples. Obviously, I will learn and grow to love other couples as well, but these two, they stole my heart. And I feel so bad. The fact that I forgot their names, that's one thing that I feel so bad. But they stole my heart. I'll be rooting for them the whole season. I'll be like, go, you guys. You look so cute. They look so cute. And you know what? When the chemistry is there, it's there. And it's undeniable. You know, it's undeniable. And then we had this other two, which was Temba and Annalisa, I think. I could be mixing people's name up here, and I will feel so bad. I mean, Annalisa did say it was a shame, you know, she's looking for a man who is very much appealing to the eye, who is easy in the eye, good looking, okay? And I feel like Temba is definitely good looking. Funny enough, I got to also note their age. Temba is 38 and Annalisa is 35, and they both look good together. For me, they look like they will make a greatest couple ever. I think Temba is an entrepreneur and